Part B, what is the probability that in the next 6 people surveyed, all 6 will own a tablet? So for part B, what we're looking at is that all 6 people will own a tablet. So what we're looking for is that the probability of X equals to 6. We want exactly 6 people owning a tablet. So we're going to use the same formula in Excel, binom.disc. The only difference now is that now our X equals to 6. So I'll show you that. So equal binom.disc asks you for the 4 variables. First one is the number of success, which is your X, which is your 6. X equals to 6. Second one is the number of trial. Number of trial is your N, which is 6. Third one is your probability. Probability is your pi, 0.53. And then last one is your cumulative. Cumulative is false because we're looking at the probability of X equals to 6 exactly. So that's why we put the false there. And once we put all these numbers in, we're going to get the probability. Part C, what is the probability that in the next 6 people surveyed, at least 4 will own a tablet? So for part C, what we're looking at is that the probability of X is at least 4 people. So X is greater than or equal to 4. That's what we're looking at. So we're looking for the probability of X is greater than or equal to 4. So when you're solving this question, what you need to do is first draw a distribution diagram here. So you have X and you list all the possible outcomes. So we're surveying 6 people in total. We're asking them whether they will own a tablet or not. So the result that we could get is that we could have either 0 people owning a tablet all the way up to 6 people owning a tablet. So these are all the possible outcomes. We have 0 all the way to 6 people owning a tablet. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are all the possible outcomes of how many people will own a tablet when we're surveying 6 people. And in the question, what we're asked to calculate is the probability of at least 4 people on a tablet. We want to find out the probability of X is greater than or equal to 4. So from a diagram perspective, how we can calculate the probability of X is greater than or equal to 4 is we can either add up the probability of 4, probability of 5, and probability of 6. We can add up these 3 probabilities, and that will give you the probability of X is greater than or equal to 4. So that's the first way to calculate. The second way to calculate the probability of X is greater than or equal to 4 is that we know that the whole area here is 100%. We know that all the possible outcome has to add up to 100%. So what we can do is that in order to find out the probability of X is greater than or equal to 4, what we can do is we can take 100% and then we can minus the opposite. The opposite of X is greater than or equal to 4. The opposite of that is X is less than or equal to 3. And that's what we have here. So we have 100% minus the probability of X is less than or equal to 3, the green area, and that will give you the purple area, which is the probability of X is greater than or equal to 4. So those are the 2 ways that we can calculate X is greater than or equal to 4. First method is to add up the 3 probabilities, so probability of 4, probability of 5, and probability of 6. That's the first method. The second method is you take the 100%, you take the whole area here, you subtract from the opposite, which is the probability of X is less than or equal to 3, and that will give you the probability of X is greater than or equal to 4. So I'll show you those 2 methods in Excel right now. So for part C, we want to calculate the probability of X is greater than or equal to 4. So what we can do is find out the probability of X equals to 4, X equals to 5, and X equals to 6, and then we can add up these 3 probabilities. That's what I'm going to show you right now. And since we have the probability of 4, we have the probability of 6, then all we need to do is find out the probability of X equals to 5. So we can quickly calculate that. So equal binom.disc, and then we're going to enter those in. So X is 5, and then we have number of trials is 6, probability is 0.53, and then our cumulative is false because we're looking at the probability of X equals to 5. And then once we plug that in, we're going to get 0.1179. And once we have the probability of 4, probability of 5, and probability of 6, we can add these 3 numbers up, and that will give you the probability of X is greater than or equal to 4. So we're going to add up these 3 numbers. So we take the 0.26, we plus the 0.022, and then we add the 0.1179, and that will give you the 0.4015.